nerdlings, MsUnamusedNerd here. Welcome to another manga review, and as you can see, I'm not alone this time. I have my 15-year-old green cheek yellow sided Kanye Rainbow with me because even though it's nighttime, she won't go to bed. Are you falling asleep? I filmed this intro 12 times because you were squawking and making noise, and now you're falling asleep. I'm gonna go put her on her perch. Be right back. Okay, Rainbow's in her cage for the night. She's sleeping. Also, my pitbull's in here, so sorry for the snoring. That's what they do. Anyway, starting over. Hello, my nerdlings. MsUnamusedNerd here. Welcome to my channel, where today we are reviewing a manga, and it is Ju-On Video Side, a manga by artist Miki Reno, and story is credited to Takashi Shimizu, who is the creator of the Ju-On the Grudge franchise. This manga came out March 29th, 2006, and was published in English under Dark Horse Comics. With Takashi Shimizu being credited for the story of this manga, I don't think it's because Shimizu collaborated with Miki Reno, the artist for the manga. I think it's because this manga is not really an original story. It's actually a pretty faithful manga adaptation of the first two full-length Ju-On films, Ju-On the Curse and Ju-On the Curse 2, that both came out in March 2000. Now, I guess some of you are probably thinking, what are these movies? You probably never heard of Ju-On the Curse 1 and 2, and that's understandable since those never got a worldwide release. You're probably more familiar with these two movies. Kind of weird to explain, but technically, this is the true Ju-Ons 1 and 2, and these are technically 3 and 4. Or technically 2 and 3, considering the second half hour of Ju-On the Curse is the first half hour of Ju-On the Curse 2. Yeah, I'm not going to go into a full background and all that stuff for the Ju-On the Curse films. If you want to know a little bit more about them, please check out this video by Octo Reviews, who did a full retrospective of the Ju-On franchise. I think up to Kayako vs. Sadako, unless he made a separate video for that. It's been a while since I've seen them, but yeah, I'll have this video in the description so you guys can go check out. And if you want to check out the Ju-On the Curse film, thankfully someone made a fan edit video to where the recycled half hour was taken out of Ju-On the Curse 2, so you have a nearly 2-hour movie for you to watch. I'm not sure which video. I think it's his review for Ju-On the Final, Ju-On film that came out after his retrospective review for the franchise, where he did flash a thumbnail showing that he was going to touch on both Ju-On manga for a video. We'll just have to wait and see if he posts it when he comes back from hiatus. But until then, I guess I can review them. And yes, I did say both Ju-On manga because Ju-On 2 has its own manga adaptation. If you guys are interested in me reviewing this one for you guys, show me you're interested by helping this video get to 100 views. Share this video on social media and get this video to 12 likes. If those likes and view goals are met, that shows me you're interested, and I will definitely get around to filming a review for Ju-On 2. But for right now, for this video, we're going to be focusing on Ju-On Video Side. Now, when it comes to Ju-On Video Side, like I said, this manga is a pretty faithful adaptation of the Ju-On the Curse film, but with some key differences in regards to characters and the opening of the plot that you can easily identify if you are familiar with the movie. As for the characters, there are some characters like Mizuho, for example, that has a little more expansion to her character, and for the plot, the opening of the plot for the manga is actually pretty different. When it comes to the Ju-On the Curse film, the opening of the plot focuses on Toshio's teacher, who goes to the sake house to see why Toshio hasn't been in school for a while. But when it comes to the manga, the opening of the plot focuses on the new family, the Murakami family, that have recently moved into the cursed sake house, and both films carry on from there, focusing on how the curse just takes each character out one by one. Before I go any further, let me explain the curse. So like a lot of Ju-On media, there is a little example of the Ju-On curse. When someone dies in the grip of a powerful rage, a curse is born. The curse lingers in the place of death. Those who encounter it will be consumed by its fury. So when it comes to the curse of this house, the sake house, this curse was born from Takeo Saeki murdering his wife in blind rage, and Kayako Saeki becomes the Ju-On ghost, or the Grudge girl, as a lot of you know. So Takeo murdered his wife after reading her diary, reading that she has a bit of a creepy crush on somebody else. That sent him to blind rage, so he brutally kills her, as you can see in the opening of the book. And after he was done with Kayako, he moves on to his son Toshio, killing him and killing the boy's cat, which caused the cat and the boy's soul to merge, and that explains why Toshio meows and there's a cat ghost tied to him, which, You can always see him carrying like his cat because their souls are merged together. Oh yeah, almost forgot to mention the reason why Takeo murdered Toshio is because he assumed his wife was cheating on him and that he was raising another man's child, so he killed his own son in his blind rage. With the Ju-on curse being born from Kayako's murder, her soul is forever trapped into the Kurosaki house, and for anyone who enters the house, you have been touched by the Ju-on curse, and Kayako and both Kayako and Toshio are going to follow you until you have met your death. Now, I'm pretty sure some people are going to complain that I basically gave away the plot of the entire book when, no, not really. The explanation of the curse is enough for you to figure out that whoever enters this house is going to die. And a lot of these characters die in absolutely f***ed up ways. Like having a bunch of cats jump into your mouth, forcing your jaw to completely get torn open because all those cats are climbing in your mouth. There's a lot of severed jaw murders in this franchise. Like, The Curse had it, the American remake had it, I think the first Ju-on had it. It's been a while since I watched it. I'm gonna watch it tonight after this review, but yeah, some of these deaths are like messed up. But yeah, me explaining what the curse is not really a spoiler for this book because that's the basic knowledge of the Ju-on curse. If you are touched by the curse, Kayako is a spirit of anger and vengeance, and she will not stop until you die by her hand. She will follow you wherever you go, and she will appear out of literally anything. She will even appear inside of your hoodie and pull you in and spirit you away, and you're dead. Like, there's no stopping her. Like I said in my first episode of Panels of the Week of my YouTube shorts, if you want to avoid Kayako's wrath, you have to go out by your own terms. There's no stopping this curse. So to give my finishing thoughts about this manga before this video comes to a close, I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good read. And if you are familiar with the storytelling format of the Ju-on films, the manga also shares the same non-linear storytelling format as the movies, where it focuses on character to character up until that character's death. And there are even some pages in the manga where it does match the quiet tones of the movie, where there is no dialogue, it's just visual atmosphere. And it kind of makes it a pretty short read. I can imagine you can probably knock this out in about 15 minutes or less. And speaking of the non-linear storytelling, this type of format might be a little bit confusing for people who are new to Ju-on. When it comes to the manga and the movies, some instances the story is not told in chronological order because it does jump the timeline, or some characters, like the main character's dad in this book, has a bit of a flashback thinking about the day he closed the deal on getting the Saki house, but he got a warning not to buy the house, but he just ignored it, and, well, he's hospitalized at the end of the book. And with this manga being an adaptation of Ju-on the Curse, and since the characters are also reappearing characters to Shimizu's original 2 short films, there are some callbacks to the short films, like the phone number with the 10 fours, which, if you don't know, the Japanese character for 4 is a homophone for the character of death. And I'm pretty sure Japan 4 is considered an unlucky number, like how in the US 13 is considered an unlucky number. And that about does it for my review of Ju-on Video Side. If you guys are interested in reading this book, good luck, because these are out of print and some resellers do have them ridiculously expensive as a bundle. Maybe you can get lucky and maybe find this used on Amazon, gettextbooks.com or thriftbooks.com at a reasonable price. The Ju-on 2 manga is going to obviously be more expensive, but you have a higher chance of finding this one if you are really interested in reading this book. And I do recommend it for anyone who is new to Ju-on, or you're a Ju-on fan and you haven't read these. I highly recommend you get this book. And that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to let me know by hitting that like button. If you love this video, why not subscribe to the channel for future videos? Do not forget to hit that bell notification and set to all notifications so you don't miss out when I upload, post a community tab post, or go live on my channel. And if you want me to do a review for Ju-on 2, you know what my view and like goal is. Don't forget to share this video on social media or with anyone that would think might enjoy it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!